between all of them, Luka and Kyrie, Edwards and Towns, Brown and Tatum, uh, which stars or which star has the most to gain by winning a championship? And I think I think who has the least to gain is really easy. And I think that that's Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns, because they're really young, right? Like, the way this would help Anthony Edwards' legacy is it would give him a leg up, right? People are going to expect him to win a championship when he's like 26, 27, but he's only 22. So winning one early and then winning one later, it's like he gave himself an extra one. Like, it's like he stole a championship basically, right? For his legacy. But it doesn't do much for him at the moment. It doesn't put him over anyone, although some people are going to start talking about it. Realistically, it doesn't. That's a totally different subject, Elijah. That's a totally different subject. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These guys are in the playoffs right now, so hopefully they're just trying to stay composed. But yeah, I'm a Knicks fan for a long time, so I feel you, bro. I feel you. um, but yeah, so for Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns, I don't really think that they gain much from this. Obviously it's a championship and it's a ring, but in terms of their legacy, they don't have one yet. So it doesn't sway it one way or the other. Um, Now for Luka and Kyrie, I think this would do a lot for Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, for the shit that he's gotten in his career, um, how the NBA has seemingly tried to blackball him and kind of failed, and for him to be where he is, it's a testament to how great he is, but just his, you know, he's just not quitting, bro. He just keep coming, and having a second championship on a team without LeBron, I think would do a good amount for his legacy, right? Winning on two different teams, it kind of takes him away from that LeBron shadow, and now it puts him in the Luka shadow, unfortunately. But I do still think that it does a lot for him, and he's getting a lot of respect right now. So I think it would do a lot for him. For Luka, it not so much a team thing, but for Luka, a championship would validate his style of play. Like, his style of play that a lot of people have questioned. Even I have at times have questioned this. It's a James Harden style of play. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's refined the James Harden style, and I think a part of it is he's a bigger dude, so he's able to take contact a lot better. Um, I think he utilizes the mid range a lot more than James Harden did in those Houston days. So he's able to get some easier shots, right? James Harden was so reliant on that step back three. So I think it would validate his style of play and all the praise he's gotten as an individual. And it obviously adds to this Luka magic shit that we've been seeing. So I think it would add a lot to him, even though he's really young. And then when we look on the other side, for Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, it now they're their all of their team success isn't for nothing, because now it gets, oh, they have, you know, what is it, 2 or 3 finals appearances with a ring, all of their Eastern Conference finals appearances. You know, maybe Jayson Tatum finally breaks into the MVP conversation with, you know, similar numbers next year. Like it I guess it validates their path, right? As opposed to Luka's more individualized path over the last couple of years. It validates, you know, Jayson Tatum taking more of a back seat, allowing his guys to be great, right? And so for me, if I really, I think it would do more for Luka and Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do, because the Boston Celtics have shown that they are this good year in and year out. Dallas was just out of the playoffs last year. And granted, it's a different team. You know, they've grown a lot. But the Boston Celtics have shown that they have the ability of getting to this point. Now it's just a matter of getting over the hump. For Dallas, there is no guarantee that they get back here. And maybe we'll talk about it some more later. But even if they win the championship this year, for example, I don't even think they'd be the favorite in the Western Conference next year, ironically enough. So I think this would do a lot for Luka and Kyrie. You know, both of those guys would gain a lot from winning this title. And on top of that, compared to Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Luka and Kyrie are the more popular players. So this, you know, when they say players are just popular without rings, this kind of changes their category, at least for Luka. And then, you know, Kyrie right now, he's been gaining even more popularity recently after he was getting killed for a couple years. So I think this would do a lot for him as well too. So who has the most to gain from winning a championship? In my opinion, it would be Luka and Kyrie.